Jack's finally done something that I gotta say, even for Jack Scalfani, this is low. This is some of the sickest, most evil, most inhumane thing I've ever seen done to food. Get ready, guys. Get your stomachs ready. This is gonna be bad.
Hey guys, Jack Scalfani here, Cooking with Jack Show, and today we're going to be showing you freeze-dried tacos. That's right, we're going to spread everything out. I'll show you how it's all going to be done. Basically, if you don't know what a freeze dryer is, it literally freezes, then it pulls all the moisture out and dries it. Then you put it in a Mylar bag and seal it, and it can stay, the food can stay safe for up to 25 years. No nutrition lost. You can argue with the experts if you want, but this is what I found out from all the people who have already done this. So anyway, I'm excited, gonna go freeze dry my first real meal. I'm done with the bread run. So today we're doing the freeze dried tacos, coming in close. I'll show you what we're doing. They say once you get it on these trays that go in your freeze dryer, once you get it on these, then you get it all.
See now, starving autist is calling it space tacos. Space tacos, exactly. Virgie just said, I looked it up. The freeze dryer is $3,000. So $3,000 to freeze dry taco. Why would you freeze dry tacos or taco ingredients? If you're gonna freeze dry stuff, right? Wouldn't you freeze dry like a massive amount of ingredients? Yeah, I did Velocity. Why would you freeze dry enough to make a couple of tacos? Freeze drying is like a useful thing. Yeah, sure, but tacos aren't hard to make. So why wouldn't you just... As Devil Sunbird's saying, tacos should be eaten immediately. Lucian says, I thought the only shit worth freeze drying was fruit or something. I mean, yeah, fruit and I don't know, bowls of fruit and shit. John the Fourth has a good point. So you can have tacos in 20 years, silly. Fucking
spread out, then you freeze it ahead of time before you put it in the dryer. It cuts down a lot of the energy costs and the time to freeze it in the first place. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop these in my freezer. But so here's what we're going to do. Also, we're going to cook the meat. Okay, they say you can do it raw if you want, but the reason you do it cooked is so when you're ready to hydrate it again, bring it back to life and use it, you already have it flavored, seasoned, cooked, and you're ready to eat within 10 minutes. You'll be having tacos within 10 minutes. So let me show you what I got. All right, this all is going to be spread out on these trays and then popped in the freezer to freeze. Then I'll put it in the drawer. I'm going to take you all the way through, okay? So this is the meat. I'm going to cook this up.
By the way, good point, Virgie. The amount of electricity it could take to make these tacos could buy you a taco box at Taco Bell. Bing. Yeah, but Jack's trying to think outside the bun.
Up right now, brown it up, put taco seasoning in it, just basically cook it up like I'm going to make tacos tonight. But I'm not. These can be just spread normally. I don't have to do anything to them. And the cheese, same way. So let me get everything prepared on trays. I'll show you the trays.
Why would I wouldn't eat 20-year-old freeze-dried cheese. This meal is a hate crime. I told you that this was going to be the worst thing Jack's ever done. I mean, again, I'm not even against you saying, all right, you know what? We're going to fire up this freeze dry thing. I'm going to show you how to freeze dry stuff. But tacos? Why tacos? That's not a freeze dry friendly. Like, this was a great opportunity for you to go like, I'm going to show you how to make, you know, how to freeze dry a bunch of blueberries and shit so that you're all set for the fucking, you know what I mean? You're all set for the apocalypse. This is going to come out so bad.
Before they go into the freezer. All right, we got it all prepped. So we got the taco meat cooked and seasoned. Got our Mexi cheese down here. Got our salsa in this tray. And I've spread out the guacamole. Now, when I was learning about freeze drying, I'm
guacamole.
Still an idiot. I'm learning with you guys. This could fail. I may be freeze drying something you can't freeze dry.
He doesn't even know. You can freeze dry guacamole, though. It's gross, though. I don't know why you would do that. Isn't guacamole like... That's avocado, right? Aren't avocados and guacamole, aren't they only good for like 10 minutes? Am I wrong? But isn't that one of those? I don't like guacamole and I don't like avocados, so I don't eat it. But am I right about that? Isn't that one of the ones that, like, you buy an avocado and it goes bad in like 12 hours? You know what I mean? Like, or you fucking make guac and it's just terrible. It like guacamole goes bad halfway through a party.
Freeze dry well.
I need a beer.
I'll try it out anyway. I'm going for it. I don't care. These are all going in the freezer, and we're going to freeze this for 24 to 48 hours. Then we're going to pop it in the freeze dryer and freeze dry this taco stuff. All right. Then once we're done, we'll rehydrate it. We'll get it back to normal again. We'll wait a couple days, get it back to normal, and try it out. But in the meantime, this tray here may have issues because it has a kind of an oily base, which complicates the process.
Wouldn't you want to freeze dry stuff that actually is expensive and things that would potentially not be in existence in the future, right? Tacos and the ingredients that go into tacos are generally cheap and plentiful. There's a reason why it was such a popular food item in Central America and shit. Because if you have a decent geography and you have, like, you know, some farmable land, any basic retard society can get beef and cheese and some vegetables, you know what I mean, put together. So it's like, tacos are, why would you just take cheap shredded cheese, cheap meat, and then freeze dry? It's like, wouldn't you want to freeze dry some shit that's going to be super expensive and rare in the future? Virgie, he ran a freeze dryer for 48 hours so that he could make tacos faster. I fucking hate this man. Oh my God, you're right, because he wants to be able to just make it on the go fat.
Process of freeze drying. What I was told, I don't know. I'm learning as we go. But anyway, and then these three should be okay. So I did hear guacamole is possible.
Guacamole.
And salsa is definitely possible. So let's get these in the freezer, and then we'll pick this video up in about a day or so. These are frozen solid.
Yep. So let's give it a day, guys, and I'm going to update you on these. As Virgie just pointed out, give me a full 24 hours, and then I'll update you on these tacos. Who's making these tacos? Mr. Yes? Jack's showing us how to make Mr. Yes tacos. Guys, we're having tacos in 48 hours. All right. Do you know what we're having tonight?
It's got the salsa frozen.
Rich says his fucking... I fucked up. He says, Rich says his fucking arm is freeze dried. I fucked it up. I'm sorry, guys.
You already have it flavored, seasoned, cooked. I I don't know. I'm learning as we go. Video up in about a day or so once these are frozen solid. It's got the salsa frozen solid, cheese frozen solid, guacamole frozen solid, meat frozen solid. Got that thing saying to load the trays in. So we're about ready to get this thing going. Okay, you can see up close, all the trays are loaded. Now let's close the door. All right, the door is all closed. You can see the food is in there. They've been frozen and the chamber is getting frozen right now. The temperature is dropping. We're at 31 degrees right now. For a few minutes, it's freezing. Then it's going to start sucking the moisture out of that.
Are you tired of are you tired of your tacos being too easy to eat and make? You know all those infomercials where it like shows them in black and white, like, bah! That's what we need. We need an infomercial where they're like, "Are you tired of your tacos being too easy to make?" And it's just somebody being like, "Ah!" with all these toppings in their hand, like freaking out. Lucent says, "Damn, that's a nice air dryer too. Hate this fucker." Yeah, he sucks, and he gets all these gadgets for free.
Food. So I got to go get my bags for storing and be ready to store this food. Good morning, everybody. It's been going all night. I think we're 17 hours, and we got the cheese, guacamole, salsa, and meat. And I believe they're all going to be fairly dried out now. So now we're going to break them up and bring them over here. We've got our specially labeled.
This is so much work for what are going to be shitty tacos. Now, what you could have done was you just brown up the meat. You fucking mix in the fucking salt seasoning. You cut up a tomato. You cut up a little fucking lettuce. You cut up a little onion if that's your thing. You get some cheese. Some shells. If you want to make tortillas yourself, whatever. But it should be. Tacos should be something you make and you're eating them 11 minutes later. You just ruined food and you've wasted time and electricity.
Bags with the date and the name, and we've got the sealer, and we've got the oxygen absorbers. One of those, I didn't know what those were, but now I know what they are. They're for removing oxygen in a package or a container. You can even use glass jars if you want. You can drop one of those in there. We're about ready to rehydrate our food. So let's move these bowls for a second. As you can see, the guacamole's in here. It's air packed tight. There's an oxygen absorber inside. As you can see, I got the cooked taco meat in here. What
a massive waste of time and resources. Oxygen absorbers. Jack, you're a fucking oxygen absorber. Tammy sees you as a fucking massive oxygen absorber.
Salsa in here. I've got shredded cheese in this one. Okay, so the other beautiful thing, we got them all in the bowls. The other beautiful thing is it will only take as much water as it needs, but if it needs more, you'll see there's no more water. So you want to add a little bit more water until it's done drinking. Does that make sense? This is how you rehydrate. So we're going to put a little bit in here. We're going to give that a little bit of time. Put a little bit in there.
This is disgusting.
Put a little bit in here. Okay, a little bit in here. And you want it to come back to its consistency. So you're going to take like your guac, stir it around until it turns back.
It's all going to be thin, soupy bullshit.
And a guacamole, beautiful. Okay. Your salsa until it comes back into salsa. I may have put too much in this.
Yeah, you think?
To add more. But there you go. Your cheese. It takes a few minutes to rehydrate. We're going to drain off all this stuff once it's soaked for a little bit. Let it get all the water at once. Let it drink. There we go. Let it rehydrate. This meat feels like the meat the day I made it. Feels good. I'm smelling the meat right now with the seasoning because the meat's cooked already. So the taco smell is in the air at the moment. Make a quick little taco here. Little meat. Over here. Here we go. Got a little bit of cheese.
Oh God, it's just
Get
goo.
some meat. Whoops, my meat's going all over the place. Get over here. There we go. I want a little more cheese. There we go. Got some cheese. Got some guacamole. Lots of guac.
That's great.
There we go. Take a little bit of salsa. All rehydrated. We're going to try this out and see how the flavors lasted. Okay, guys. Time to try this taco out really quick. Here we go.
If there was ever a moment. No, I don't know why it looped. Shouldn't have done that.
No. Tastes like we just put it together.
Well, yeah, but it tastes like you just put it together. I mean, your food's shit anyway.
Nothing tastes different. Tastes like the day I put it in the freeze dryer. Came back to life. It's there. Now we're going to be doing some more testing, some more examples.
Please do, Jack.
We're going to go a year out. We're going to go a month out. We're going to go a couple years out. I'm going to do a test where I freeze dry a bunch of chicken breasts, and we're going to check like after a year, after 2 years. We're going to go throughout the show. Harvest Right. You guys got a great device. I'm excited. If you guys are interested, link down below. There's your freeze-dried tacos. Perfect. They came out great.
Good job, buddy. Get them, boys.
This is the LAPS. We know that you are inside.
Put your one hand up.
Step out now with your hands in the air.
Jack.
I don't want to be around anymore.
Jack. I find you guilty. I find you guilty of capital crimes at this point. Crimes against food, crimes against the general health and welfare of the public. I consider you a danger, and I am sentencing you to 1,000 years of hard labor with one arm. That's my ruling. May God have mercy on your soul for crimes against the Latino community, as Lock-On Strato said. If you told the Mexicans you were locking Jack up for this, they'd be like, "Can you start with the blacks in my neighborhood? Because they're honestly more in danger to me and my children. I had to fix a lock on my shed like 4 times. 4 times? It's too many times." All right, let's